Hey everybody, this is Sinspeaks, and welcome to another episode of RWBY Jumpchain. Malachi once again has his fan on, so we're going to try to just ignore that a little bit. Let me turn down his audio.
Yeah, if you need to turn down my audio.
There you go. Alright, anyways.
Alright.
So last episode we ended off with Malachi and Burnett being on the
White Fang.
Yeah, White Fang. And
me and Adam and him came up with a plan when it comes time to anime. Also, having a good bonding experience with it, trying to get Yang and Blake and Ruby and Splice. We're having a bonding experience, brotherly bonding, even though we're not related.
Yeah. But for the most part, what you guys are primarily doing in here, you can also see a lot of the White Fang, more or less spiting, Burnett's character, Azul, thank you. Yeah, more or less just spiting Azul. They tend to listen to him. What?
Yeah, I just called all the White Fang hippies right now.
Yeah, they tend to be spiting Azul for the most part. They tend to listen to him, but usually a lot of them are back-talking him or something of that sort. You're not entirely sure why. You assume it's because he's new, and all these guys are also new. But yeah, for the most part, you got Azul and I keep forgetting names. Sorry, my brain's hurt.
Silver.
Rumors. Yeah, Silver and Azul, you guys are mostly trying to get everything in order. Woo, sorry, my entire everything just went weird.
Hey Adam, do you want? I got an extra recipe if you want.
An extra what?
Well, if you're sure Adam, do you want one?
He raises an eyebrow before just kind of turning around.
What?
No. But anyways, so yeah, basically you guys are helping him out. He mentions to you guys, he kind of like looks at you and Burnett. Your big friend here is intimidating, I would say.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm.
He tossed
But
a bed
he's
at
big.
Me once. He tossed a bed
So-
at me once.
Knocked him out cold.
So we have a job for you guys. Huh?
Ooh, you do? Nice. Does it involve Team RWBY? Because I want some light hat.
Nah, you see, we have to be patient. Patience is a virtue, one that you guys don't seem to have. So, the job here is very simple and requires Mr. Big Guy over here and probably you. You can assume he doesn't like you two very much. Probably because he doesn't like anyone. Ever.
Me and him had a bonding experience. What happened to that?
His bonding experiences never last. Have you met freaking Blake? Anyways, so he's like, the job that we have...
the same spiteful look at Blake. Come on.
Anyways, he's like, the job that we have for the two of you is a train. We're setting up a train in order to break down the main city of Vale.
Bombs.
Yes, how did you know?
Roman.
He raised an eyebrow. Roman wasn't filled in yet.
Really?
Yes, we're about to go to see him to fill him in.
Then how did he tell me? Hold on, let me check my scroll. Oh, that's not Roman. That was Mercury stole Roman's phone. Shit. Mercury. I recognize the way he texted me. Never mind. Sorry about that.
Your puppet is not currently over there, I don't believe. But anyways, yeah, so...
Oh, wait, question. Isn't that the train we...
What?
Isn't that the train we're going to use later
Yes.
on? I thought we were going to use it during the Vital Festival.
What they're basically doing is they're setting up the train in order to be using during the Vital Festival. Because Yeah, they haven't set up the train yet. If you remember inside the actual show, when RWBY popped in there, they were practically like just starting up the entire thing, trying to get everything going, and they had to
Okay.
like rush everything
my
in
bad,
order to
my
get
bad.
produced.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Very good. But anyway, so he's like, so we need big hulking guy over there in order to lift some stuff, and we need you to make sure. He looks at Zul for a moment. He doesn't go crazy. Yes, that's what we're doing.
I can help with that. I mean,
Yes,
at
and
least I
also
can
he looks at the rest of the group. Make sure he doesn't die.
Don't worry. He's not the first type of person I have to deal
I'm
with.
assuming,
Same
Burnett,
type
that you
of-
grabbed another White Fang member.
I am eating the burger with the white finger member.
He just hands a burger to someone, and he takes his own out.
Hold on, I got just hold on a moment. Yeah, if you look closely, you may see a problem why you just handed a cow faunus a beef burger.
Why would you do?
It's a turkey burger, though.
I look at him,
You're eating the turkey
look
burger.
at-
You gave them a beef burger.
so I look at him.
Yeah.
I look at him and be like, okay, well, that's his own fault. He'll deal with that. So he just gave one of your members a cow faunus, a burger, a beef burger.
It's a turkey burger, though.
Your one is not his.
Yeah.
It's like, just try to keep him alive. Anyways,
I'll try.
he grabs your scroll and puts in a location. There is the place. Go meet up with them. Roman should be joining you shortly.
Okay, thanks. I pass him a really quick set. If anything
pass him
goes
what?
awry, I pass him a note that and tell him if anything goes awry while I'm gone, please don't hesitate to call. At least Blake is the only one that betrayed you, right? Don't worry. At least you still got your loyal White Fang members, and you'll get your revenge. Like I promised, I'll help you with that. At least she doesn't know how great a person you are. Hey, some people have to recognize greatness, and I've already seen it. You've got a bright future. Yang is. And by the way, make sure if you see Yang, cut off some hair, get out of there fast.
He grabs the note and kind of like puts it away as he starts walking away, essentially.
I walk over to Azul, grab him by his the neck part of the cape, and drag him, choking him while dragging him.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna be standing there looking at him, trying to drag me.
And I got an 18. Get the fuck over here. Get the hell over here.
Got the
I
one.
don't know why she's still hunting me. I only cut off a portion of her hair for crying out loud.
but
Zul
it's
kind
pretty
of
bad.
like looks at Silver as Silver starts dragging him, and just kind of like sits down and just lets himself be dragged backwards.
Yeah, so I'm dragging him, and I drag him out of the way. I
Alright.
drag him and say, "Sorry guys, sorry dude. He did. I will make sure he gets punished for what he gave you." I look at
Jesus.
the cow and saying that.
Meanwhile, I'm just grabbing the white finger member by the leg.
The cow faunus just kind of sighs at this and throws away the burger.
I now still dragging inside the warehouse, dragging him towards the train.
It's okay, we're just dragging the white finger member too.
No, stay away from that white fang member. I will hit your hand.
Jesus Christ.
I hit your hand and smack you with a ruler that I just pull out of nowhere.
Let's see how ineffective that is.
He just kind of looks at you.
I say, no, put that white fang down. I will hit you with this ruler. Don't ask where I put it. You don't need to know.
What?
Well, that's why they gave you the lube, the
No, that's not where.
lotion,
That's not where it was.
the napkin.
That's not where. Now, shut up. Put the white fang member down. I continue dragging him, pushing the ruler back down my throat.
Jesus Christ.
I pulled it out of my throat. That's where it was.
Beavis
My
and
God, it's
Butthead, ladies
even
and gentlemen.
worse.
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking. I wasn't thinking of my ass.
That's
self.
even
I was
worse.
putting
Your
it-
throat is even worse.
Yeah.
That's
least
so bad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
Yeah,
Anyways, we'll use Weiss for now.
Oh no.
All right.
I'm
gonna use Weiss as a, Beavis and Butthead. That's funny. All right, we'll use Weiss for now as a temporary picture, just because it's an Atlas scientist. Okay, so
Okay, good.
back to Weiss is not a big part, but
Oh,
back to here. Let me just GM layer that.
let's just
My characters are despising. By the way,
Mhm.
I had a
There we
question.
go.
There, now.
let's just use this as the technical room. I don't care. It's a bed.
Also, that's
All right. Anyways, so you guys are more or less kind of like told by Ozpin that they would be here at some point. I'm assuming that you guys said you would appreciate being there as well, maybe helping if you can. I cannot remember.
Yeah, my
to be honest.
character is just looking at everything. He's
Mm-hmm.
just looking through his skull right now, pretending like he's not even doing anything. Let me see. Does he? He also brings a bag of barbecue sauce.
Wait.
Rogue, I'm assuming you react badly to this.
A little bit, but like, dude,
Sorry,
why?
sorry, I brought some. My character just says, "Sorry, I brought some chicken nuggets, but you want some barbecue?"
You
I
and Neil
legit
are
got that.
one of a kind. Two decent people.
I was about to text him not to mention sauce.
I
Instead of
swear.
saying don't mention it, I'd be like,
Anyway,
mention barbecue sauce.
my
Anyway.
Do you
my
know
character.
Huh?
Do
What?
you know what
Go
you
ahead.
did with when I asked her she was okay on at the
Hmm?
ball? Sorry, my mind's still kind of foggy of that, but she instantly showed me a bottle of barbecue sauce.
Huh.
You
Well,
two
I'm
are
sorry.
alike.
How traumatizing
Also,
is he?
also my character brought a dartboard. What the hell?
He's
Okay,
just playing
at least that's
darts.
awkward.
Yeah, that's
Bring
fine.
it from
Um,
Where did you put it?
What?
Do you have a suitcase or something? Where did you put it?
Hey, just
my
grabbed
character
it from the
can't
room.
play. Well, my character can't play chess all day.
But anyways,
It was in our
So just one question: what happened to my character last session?
your character for last session mostly just kind of try to keep to himself. I'm assuming that you were talking with some of the teachers. You kind of like went through like training and whatnot. So the most part, you just kept to yourself, trying to keep low after your entire team was investigated.
Oh, they got investigated. Okay,
Yep.
was I investigated or?
No, you were investigated, but because the way your character is, you had enough information for you to seem literally inconspicuous, but not too much information. So for most part, he kind of looked at your entire sheet, looked at you, asked you like 2 questions, sent you on your way. He didn't care. Yeah, and you also had blend in, so he just could not care less. You just seem like another
Nice.
student.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
pretty
so
much.
Did
Huh?
you name the episode?
Did I name
Please
the
tell me.
episode? Oh, we haven't
No,
posted the
that's-
episode. Roaster's like 2 weeks behind.
I've been
Okay.
busy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway, let's get back to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, you guys are currently in there. I'm assuming it's been about, I want to say 2 days or so, which gives enough time for the pretty princess or whatever her name is to
My
come
character
by.
is just. My character, before she walks in, my character says to her, like whispering type, and look, we can only have one virus compromised. The other one we'll have to do. That's all we can do. He whispers into his ear very quick.
But,
So basically the reason why I did this is because I brought distractions. All right, you never know when that may be useful.
Okay, that would be useful. Yeah.
so after a couple
Anyway.
minutes, you notice what looks to be, and again, don't mind the picture, what looks to be a Elysian scientist. I mean, like, hardcore laboratory coat, kind of, glasses on, super intelligent looking woman who has an air of superiority. Not the kind of, oh, I'm pish posh. No, the air of, I've worked my way up to my position and I will beat you into the ground to prove I am better than you kind of superiority. She
Sounds
has
like
the authority to make you bow because her will is stronger than yours.
Sounds like my aunt.
Yeah, she does not look like a nice woman, nor does she look like she has not gained her position. She looks like she has gained her position, regained it, and then beat everyone else who said that she wasn't good enough to be in this position.
Call the manager kind of haircut.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah,
she
she looks fantastic. But anyway, she walks in there and she kind of like looks at the two of you. It is kind of intimidating because she looks like she's angry. And she looks at you and just says, "Salutations, my name is Diana."
Hi there, Diana. What brings you here?
I am the head Elysian scientist. I am here to investigate the possible virus that Ozpin labeled. I don't particularly want to be here and wasting my talents on such a easy job. But when the headmaster asks you to do something, and then your headmaster asks you to do the thing, and then they both fly you over here, you do the job.
Yeah, that's the thing about Osmond and Ironwood. If
My
they both
character's-
want you to do something,
My
Yeah,
character My character is just playing darts right now. Yeah.
She looks at you, walks over, picks up 3 darts at the same time, turns her head towards you, and throws them to the side. All 3 of them hit a bullseye. She just continues staring at you.
Serious.
Wow.
Show off.
Hey, better than you.
Well, excuse me, princess.
She growls at you practically before pushing you aside, literally pushing you. And she looked almost kind of frail, like her entire body is very petite, but
And
she
my-
pushed you with enough force to literally move you like 2 feet.
And guess what? Because of that, my pendant fell off.
She looks
It's
at
still
on the
on the
ground for
ground.
a second before she continues walking. This woman
you.
does not appear to give half of a crap.
My character just says in his mind, what a bitch.
Yeah. She's like, I have a job to do and you two are in the way.
Is there anything we can do to help you out with that? Or...
Do you know how to crack into 4 different firewalls in order to bypass security in 7 different locations in order to dig deepest into the possible location you can while cracking the same codes that you cracked previously because it has a triple layered defense in order to go all the way down to the ground in order to see if there is a virus in any location of the pre-mentioned 14 slots?
Well, I know a little
Uh,
about computers, yes, but nothing like that serious.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that's
that-
pretty easy.
I imagine that'd be easy for some people, but
Exactly. So the answer is no.
You know what? I don't like you, to be honest. You have that authority, and there's one thing I can't stand about you, it's arrogant. It
She
just
sits
buys
down
out.
as she puts her hand kind of down. The Junji Ito kind of pose from what is that show called? Neon Genesis, where he just kind of puts his hands laces his hands together.
Neon
Yeah.
Genesis Evangelion?
Yeah, Evangelion.
Oh.
Yeah, she puts her hands together, kind of like that, and looks at you. I am not arrogant. I have gained my position over the last 20 years. I have made men bow down to me when they talk up to me. I have ripped and torn my way upwards throughout the hells of this entire place. I have fought my way up here, learned my way up here, studied every single book that I possibly can on everything involving electronics, magic, and every single form of anything like that. I have created my own androids. I have created 90% of the Atlas military that you see currently. I am not arrogant. I am at a very high position.
Maybe high position, yes, and I won't deny that you've gotten there with the use of what you've done. But the way you scream around it, the aura you give off is just arrogant altogether. While you may say you're not arrogant, I can tell when someone's being it. While you may have elevated your position, yes, you still have that aura around you.
She looks at you with a raised eyebrow. Have you met Ironwood?
particularly, yes. Partially, I don't like him. I can
Nor do
understand he's a
I.
military. And
You
I
see-
just, and I don't like Oz, and part of me doesn't like Ozpin either.
You see, Ironwood has a very specific way of treating people. And if you do not, well, let's say work under the way he treats people, you get thrown to the side. If you do not have the air of authority to walk up to him, grab him by the testicles, rip them off of his pants, and then throw him into a wall, he does not respect you, he does not treat you like a person, and more importantly, he treats you like his soldiers.
So what does
Well
that
said.
make me? I fucked his daughter.
Exactly. Yeah,
How
she
does
kind of
that not
cracks her knuckles
scream
again before starting to
arrogant?
get work on the computer. If you do not know how to work at a place like his, you will not go very far. If you do not have the attitude in order to break down every person who walks against you, you will not get very far. If you are not able to exclude confidence, like a man excludes his own feces out of his rear end while talking to an Ursa, and then make the Ursa eat it, you will not get very far.
I call bullshit. I call bullshit if he doesn't respect you.
There's only one true wisdom I know. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing.
She starts typing more. No one knows anything in this world. If we did, this world would not be here.
I call absolute bullshit. I scream loud enough. I cross the veil. You're like, I call bullshit.
On what?
Dude, you have your
For sure, what?
I'm legit. I sense someone talking about how I should respect people. No.
You assume that she does not actually mean half the words that she says, but on the other hand, she's scary. She might actually mean them.
But I just yell. I yell. I call bullshit. If Iron Dick is over there saying authority is all powerful, then he can go fuck his own dead daughter. Wait, I fucked her, then killed her.
Anyways, but yeah, she continues typing and kind of like bypass. You notice that she is bypassing through these firewalls like there's no tomorrow. Obviously, from extremely gained
Can I
skill.
see what I can do?
Sure.
Okay, apparently, one of my darts hit the damn barbecue sauce.
Whoa.
But
Whoops.
Does it get
What?
onto her?
Wait.
It does.
Oh god.
You notice her
bad.
hands stop. Like her entire body freezes in place as her hands stop. You also notice that the code is still going on the computer and is now starting to repeat itself as she closes her eyes and starts cracking her knuckles. You
That
just
was
made
an
me go into an
accident.
infinite loop that I now have to completely dismantle this section of the computer, remantle it, and then restart my progress from
No.
scratch.
I'm sorry, look, that was an
can I-
accident, right?
Can I see if I can do something that computer with my semblance?
I believe, yeah, oh yeah, your semblance is electricity.
Yeah,
That's
you're
right.
something. Yeah.
Will it
See what you
will it
can
light
do.
things on
That's
fire?
cool.
That's my question.
Azul,
Yeah,
why?
that's. Whilst he's distracted, just slip some lightning in there.
Roll
Let me
D20.
see what. Let me roll D20.
Look,
Will it
That'll make
help
it
her or
show up
hurt
harder.
you? What was that?
look what Azul wants. He
Ooh.
11.
Nice.
19 plus.
Mhm.
So
Should've
whilst
said
he's
smack
So I don't
you.
say that Zul actually did smack you over the head, which was hilarious. But anyway, so Rogue, with your 11, are you actively trying to blow up the computer?
No, probably trying to short circuit it.
Short circuit circuit something if it's.
So that way, one of the.
Releases
so that
massive
drive.
smoke, then
Hard
yeah,
drive.
that would
Hard
be
drive.
my hope. Hard drive.
Okay.
Trying to blow up the hard drive.
Whoop, that's a 19. 20 I'm not going to use because of double collect. I hate you, mouse. It somehow does not actually do it, but you do feel a very familiar sensation of your entire body being electrocuted by about 30 volts of lightning. Constantly. Again, as you fall to the floor.
I'm used to that. Why does this randomly happen?
She looks
Anyways.
at you as she starts wiping off some of her barbecue sauce. Your friend looks like he needs medical attention. Or maybe just a
He'll be
band-aid.
fine. That's one of his. That's his semblance.
Yeah.
She looks at you. on the
Sometimes it goes off on itself, and but I've gotten used to it, so I should be back up in like 5 minutes.
She
me see what my
sighs and
character-
starts working on the
Let me
computer.
see what I can do. Actually, let me see what I can roll.
It's rather slow pace,
Nope,
but
I
she was
can't
working on
do
the
it, I
computer.
can't do it, not yet.
So did anything get messed up in your computer?
Well, she has to dismantle the computer at the moment in order to redo it.
Okay.
So actually, that kind of helped.
Well, no, it's that actually happened from you dumping barbecue sauce on. Basically, the way that she's doing it is that she's trying to crack through a bunch of firewalls, and if she does even a single misstep, she then has to repeat herself, essentially.
Listen, I meant to.
Huh? What was that,
So
Malcolm?
I rolled in. I was trying to say I didn't mean roll money. I was trying to click the initiative thing. So I rolled my.
I know.
And I pull out my scroll. After she's done fixing it, it goes back to it. I just click one button, and it sends a troll face, and it spams the computer. Just click the send button. Spam this computer with trolls.
But yeah.
Infinite loop.
So she starts, dismantling the computer basically, and basically is trying to rewire it more or less, because the as she's breaking through the codes, it essentially goes in infinite loop unless she completely dismantles that section of the computer, then puts
Gosh,
it back
dang
in.
it! Why does it double click?
I don't know. My mouse does that for a hardware reason. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
getting-
my character.
Once she's done, computer, the line 25 goes into play. Infinite loop of this. on
Anyways.
the computer fitness screen. That's
My character. Let me see if my character can finally do it now. I don't know why my freaking thing double. Yes. Finally.
So me and wrote some double computer.
My character. Is it possible if if I can slip a little bit of my black mist into the computer,
Mhm.
or will she notice that?
It depends. She gets above 19. Nope. She would not notice that she is currently under the monitor, trying to again
My
fix the
character.
computer.
My character just puts his hand on the computer and says, "Geez, last time I saw her stuff like this, I
She is
was in
not.
an Atlas. Black mist goes into the computer behind it."
Mhm.
Last
She looks
time
up at you
last time I was
oddly. When were you inside of Atlas?
I was only there for a few days. Believe me, I can't stand the way everyone is there, stuck up at people. I was only there for just getting some equipment, really. But I think what was it? Wait, no, never mind. She was never there when it happened.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, she sighs as she gets back up, not having activated the fire charge, not even noticing it really, as she sits back up and starts fiddling with the computer again as she waits for it to reboot. You may notice that she is getting increasingly irritated.
Reboots into troll faces.
Mhm.
I
But
saw the 25 initiative.
My character is just. Yeah, my character. Well, the black mist is inside the computer. Mess with him trying to get that stuff. My character is just looking at his pendant very quickly. He's sighing. He sighs.
Wait, question. So she knows who our team.
She
Like, she
barely
knows-
knows your team, doesn't like your team, doesn't like anything at the moment. The only reason she's there is because she's trying to get the,
Well, the reason
thing.
why I'm asking is because they were investigating. Wouldn't she knows like? Some
She was not investigating you guys. She's just a scientist.
I know, but with the virus, they thought it was us. Since you sent into virus.
Oh, they know who
she
posted the
could-
virus. It was Team Carmine. They know because they were told by them. You guys are just on a suspicion list, more or less.
I know. The reason why I'm asking because she
Mhm.
she would know someone of Team B and Azul because Team quotation. So would she know about me since I lived in Atlas as when I knew Iron daughter, and what I know because of Penny? Would I
She
know?
would probably know vaguely of you, maybe. But she honestly just doesn't care about anyone besides the
Okay.
mission that she's currently doing. As is most people's kind of
Okay.
perspective on this
I
thing.
just had to know about that because I was confused by that.
Yeah,
we know.
for the most part, the way that the whole thing went down was that your team is only on suspicion because, A, you guys barely had anything on you besides Rogue. B, you guys were more or less talking with Team Carmine, associating with them relatively often, especially during the ball. C, half your team was gone during the ball, which again put you guys on suspicion, which is the main reason guys were being investigated. For the most part, most people outside of Vale probably don't know or have any interest in most of you guys' team or anything of that sort. And the only reason she's there is because Ozpin and Ironwood forced her to be. Again, why she's extremely irritated.
Okay.
Anyway,
Actually,
back to the story. Back to the
Yeah.
story. Please.
I'm
But yeah,
just
let's
waiting.
see if she can. Whoop! I hate the double click. I really do. It happens constantly while I am doing trying to
So,
close out window and I just
17.
close out my entire thing. Yeah.
17.
Oh, it's 17. So she starts working on it again, and you notice that her focus is dead on the computer. It's such heightened focus that even you are impressed, and
Like-
you have special perks to do it.
My character, the black mist is already inside the computer.
And,
It's-
and the next firewall, she goes, initiative, faces infinitely.
Anyway,
Waiting for that troll phase.
Yeah.
anyway, my character,
She sighs as it continues
my
working.
character pendant. My character just keeps looking at his pendant, saying, "He says, I really wish I knew more about this thing. For crying out loud, there's not enough history on this."
She looks at you for a second. You notice that one of her eyes, which is incredibly creepy, by the way, is currently focusing on the computer as it starts doing a troll face. The other one is focused on you, kind of splitting the two things. It's incredibly disturbing, but you notice that her hands don't stop working. Okay, well, fuck you too, mouse.
5.
It starts going down as she starts. One of her eyes is starting to twitch at this point as it starts to continuously go, and she starts leaning back and cracking her knuckles as she looks at you. I have never seen that before, and your pendant of sorts seems to not break when it hits the ground, so impressively done on that. Besides that, it looks like a very old object. I've not come across one in my travelings, if that is what you are asking about, nor if I have come across them in terms of the books I have read. She turns back to her computer as she once again turns it off and turns it back on.
Have you seen anything related to something like this object, if possible, or any?
The only
places
things I
around
have
the
seen on that object is very old stories, and those stories are more or less told orally. Those stories are for the most part from the ancient days of long before we had stories about the four maidens or anything that sort. For the most part, it looks like a pendant from a team of evil doers, or ones that just had significantly bad luck, as it were. There's also a team of good ones, which, as the stories say, is those with silver eyes, but you should not believe in fairy tales and myths. She starts typing on the computer again as it loads up. Those are only seek to bring you down. Cold, hard facts is what you look for.
Maybe so, but at least I need to find some answers. This was the last thing my family ever gave me.
She sighs again as she puts her hands in her head as it once again turns into an infinite loop.
Troll faces. Love it.
I call bullshit when because I only wanted to happen once.
No, it's the way that it works is if she does one missed input, it starts doing infinite loop as well with the current code she has.
But if she messes
Here.
up once, it's infinite
Here.
code.
Mike, let me see how intelligent my character is. Is he really intelligent? Well, bear somewhat.
You're decently intelligent. You have a vague idea of how she's getting through most of these firewalls and whatnot, but this looks like coding that would take you literal years to master, and you have a near perfect brain.
Wait, hold on. Roasted, can you roll d20 again? I
Oh, what?
want to see if you recognize something.
Well, I'll roll one more just in case this fucking thing does it.
Okay. So you got 13. Sin, is that enough?
4?
he sees the troll face being my face, does he recognize it? With
She already
My
passed through the
char-
troll face me. It's why she had to turn
my
off the computer and turn
character-
it back on.
I know, but earlier when we saw it.
Oh, he
do
did.
you
Yeah.
think- Okay, so he recognized me.
Mm-hmm.
Let
What
me
was that,
see.
Roasted?
Let me try to get on this computer. Let me see what I can. Okay, my character is going through a little.
You're
He's
attempting
just
to get
looking.
through a little bit of it, kind of mimicking her actions, but even with your like literal near impossible reaction times and speed things, you still can't grasp half the stuff that she is doing. As she once again slams her head into the keyboard and restarts the computer, slowly typing through it.
Here, do you want? My character just goes to it and says, "Here, do you want to use a different computer?"
We'll see. She stands up, walks over to the other computer, and sits down again with a significant sigh of irritation.
So,
What was that, Mo?
I was saying the 14. I was just gonna send a text to through my scroll to Roasted, being with a middle finger, saying why switch computers.
My character just thinks about it and says, "Well, well." My character doesn't say it out loud in order to type. He says in his mind, "Well, because she's already inputted a sticker of codes in that thing. If I can find it, since my black mist is inside it, it's already accessing the codes. And in order for that to do that, it can also scan those codes and probably mimic the codes on it. So that way, she thinks she's in, and she can delete one of them."
Smart.
And I just continue texting. By the way, did you see my little gift I gave?
My character just texts us and says, "You're a child. Grow up."
Hey, at least someone in our group has to be the child. Also, between you and me, I'm probably the most evil on our team. So shut up and deal with it.
Anyway, let me see one more time. Let me see what I can do.
Did my roll work?
Oh,
for that?
whoa! Another 19.
Oh wow.
Will
Did
she
my
notice
roll-
it?
It did
Will
not.
she notice it again?
For you accessing her computer, let me see.
With the mist.
She does not, as she attempts to continue working on the computer
All right.
and
my
is
character-
seeing
my-
significant use.
Since my black mist already copied the code from that, it's
Mm-hmm.
already going into me and all that.
Yeah, she is
My
now
char-
having
the black mist
significant
went in
easy
here.
to go through the entire thing.
Yeah, my character just goes to another computer and just since he now recognizes the code,
Mhm.
he's able to. I don't know if he's able to do that, but he's able to mimic the code and all that and get
Mhm.
it as well later on.
You know what?
hmm?
I was saying, sorry, it's like myself.
Weird. But anyway, so she starts actually being able to break through most of the codes at this point, probably because the two of you are actually being quiet around her at this point.
Let
Which
me see what I can do one more time. Let me see what I can do, just for the hell of it. Don't roll twice. Okay. Never
No.
mind. My character brings out a bottle of soda. and will it spill everywhere, depending on the high roll? Yes, it does.
she's at the last firewall that she needs to get through for the first half of it, as she you see the look of happiness more. Well, not really happiness. She can't really get happy, as you can see, but she's almost through, and you notice that her hand goes from typing on the U to moving down to the J. You're fairly certain she's about to break the computer that she is seeing in front before she kind of leans back, sits up, breathes deeply, looks at the two of you and says, "Would you two be happy just getting the fuck out of this room?"
Look. While that was going on, the computer already is mimicking the codes. He said, "Sorry, look, I'll be quiet this time. Like this soda was bad anyway." He decides to be quiet. Actually,
My character just looks at her and says, "Is everything okay?"
Well, that was the 7th time I have missed a single key because of one of you two, and was almost through it too.
Rogue has done nothing. He's just like,
I know, right?
this computer, since she is looking this way, this computer is most right now. It's
Yeah,
already-
her attention towards you guys is literally, please stop talking or I will eat one of you. It's essentially how she's like thinking of you.
I have-
She could not give less of a crap about what you people are doing. You could be having sex with 2 elephants inside of a going on circus full of parades and happy balloons, and she would only care because it would upset her because she's trying to focus. She wouldn't even
Wait,
care if there was a donkey next to her, as long as it was
I-
quiet.
I have
My
one
character-
last
my-
roll.
What's that?
I want to see if I manage to make every single keyboard on the computer super sticky.
Oh, that
Oh,
would
God,
be
no.
mean. You did not. You only made one computer sticky, which was not roasted.
Which one was it?
It was like this one far back. Apparently, you like corners. I don't know why you like
Apparently.
corners. I don't want to know what you do in those corners or why that one specifically is sticky. But you have fun with that.
That would have had to have been
Yay!
silver thing.
My mech character just decided at this point to start to dismount the crossbow and just start cleaning it up.
She sighs as she finally gets through the first half of the barriers, which basically is just the barriers. Then she would need to go deeper into the thing in order to find the 2 viruses, and then have to work her way backwards through.
No,
things.
they only know there's one person there.
Yeah, well, obviously, I'm explaining it to you guys in this way because you guys know it this way. To her, she's literally going through this just to see if there are any viruses. She doesn't even know that there are any viruses.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Oh.
Ironwood and
that 16, actually,
Ozpin
with that
just dragged over there.
With that, okay, what's the 12 for?
Well, 12 will see if she could beat you.
No, the 16 was.
Yeah.
Okay, my character just looks at like a successful and says, "This is it's in a different fire, so she won't. It's in a different offshore site, so
Mhm.
she won't notice that he thinks to himself.
Mhm.
So she discovers the other safe, depending on what role light. But depending on what role, it depends on which role it was.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, 1d2. If it's 1, it's queen. If it's 2, it's knight. Alright, the queen one definitely won't be discovered even if she managed to get all the way down deeper, which now see if she can. You notice that her expression kind of mimics yours when you get out of the bed and the donkey kicks you in the dick.
Well, let me see. Let me see
Oh, well.
one more time. Okay,
She
my
legitimately
character
looks
just-
like she's about to break somebody as she once again restarts it. Then she looks at the room and she says very calmly, "If a single one of you utters a single word, makes a single sound, or presses a single key, I will ram your body through this computer and I will make this computer sing your last
and
word."
my character sign
Wait a
languages and says, "I am not speaking. I am typing. That's it."
Wait.
No sounds will be made in this room. What? Was that right?
Oh,
I'm thinking about doing might
Mhm.
get my ass whooped, but can I roll to see if my crossbow goes off and I'm putting it together?
Oh, you're going to
Ooh.
electrocute her?
Want to try, but you're gonna have to
Oh
be
my
careful.
god. You guys also notice that the radio turns on. Her immediate reply was to grab what looks to be a very small gun, which turns into a giant freaking bazooka, and it fires through it. It doesn't actually explode like a bazooka, it actually fires like a
Let me
mini
see.
ray
Let
gun.
me see if I can roll very quickly to do something. Yes. Okay. So the Black Knight virus will get discovered, but I downloaded the plans fast. for that.
Well, yeah, it might get discovered if she can ever get through to the damn thing.
So right now, what it is doing, it just for that 12, it just downloaded the weapons and all that stuff for the schematics.
So, Rogue, your thing does bounce and it does smack into a bunch of things, but it just barely misses her. It does hit her keyboard, which she then grabs and throws into your face.
Oh. This is a misfire. I didn't know it would do that, and to be honest, my symbol is kind of goes off randomly, like I said.
She reaches over and grabs another keyboard from just the previous one, She places it in front of her. I'm going to type now. I'm going to get through all these firewalls, and I am going to figure out if there is
Wait.
anything down there. If there is anything down there. Which I doubt there is, because if there was, they wouldn't make me go through all this goddamn effort. But if there is, I am going to pull out that virus, or whatever may be down. It could be somebody's picture of a ginormous alien dick. And I will pull it out. I will show it to the world, and I will eat it.
She triggered it.
Oh wow.
She triggered a frost chamber.
She looks
My
at her
character
hands,
just
which
looks
are
at
now
her.
frozen.
There's one more thing my character downloads, and it's something else. It's not virus,
What's
but he
that?
downloads something else.
What's that?
Ooh! He
What'd you
downloaded a
download?
bunch of information, like security stuff, beyond anything, plans,
Mhm.
and all that. But he also 20.
Yeah.
He downloaded a map of something. It was one of the sites, like for his pendant,
Mhm.
like something that was offshore because it was in the blacklist or
Yeah.
something like that.
So he basically
But he
went
also-
into the Black Knight virus in order to pull out a bunch of information from it. And for the most part, you found only a couple of things. You found a schematic for a new prototype that they're still working on fixing the kinks out of, which has been relatively terrible for Ironwood. There are a lot of kinks, mostly life-threatening ones, including the entire body gets electrocuted, turned into ice, burned, or crushed. Depends on the model that you're looking at. He has not managed to fix any of them, and you may know since it's about 2 years old, he has gotten very annoyed with it. Anything else you find is you found a ruins of a sort, which was very odd for you. It was from Ospin's personal place, apparently. Buried, and I mean buried.
Buried under a bunch of firewalls, wasn't it?
It was buried under about 27 different firewalls, as well as about 2 tons of other information, all of which was just nonsensical stuff that was literally on the show, basically.
Did it also get Ozpin's personal emails? If
It did not.
possible.
No, it went too deep for that. His personal emails are like almost at the top. You went like 2 miles down. But anyways.
Oh yeah, so I downloaded a bunch of bunch of
schematics, security
information and
codes. Not like some of them are recent, some of them are older. You have a couple of security codes that are used for a couple of ships. However, every different ship has a different security code. They figured they would do this after all their ships got hacked at the same time, which they hated. So they all changed their codes on like a weekly basis, and they don't really update the
character just-
codes that fast. But yeah.
My character just looks at it and says, "This is interesting." He doesn't say it, but he thinks about it in his mind, be like, "Well, what do we have here?"
Yeah, she
Oh, it
cracks her
seems
knuckles
Austin was
again,
hiding.
which seems to crack and break the ice around her hands. And then she just sighs.
Rogue, you need to say she at least took a chill pill.
Well, at least she took it. Well, at least.
Well,
she's
at least,
going out.
so at least yours was an excuse. My stuff was not excusable.
Yeah, she puts the thing
Sure,
down
like
on
that.
the table in front of her. She
And it
sighs.
no longer works because it got frozen.
Can I use criminal contacts to see if I know a hacker that can mess with her?
You would have to do that. Well, you could potentially do it now. I severely doubt you'd be able to get one in time, but potentially. But she sighs, picks up the keyboard, snaps it in half, and hands it to you. And she says, "Get me another keyboard, or your insides will soon become your outsides."
My
Ah,
character,
okay.
my character goes one right over here and gives it to her. Here. Sorry for
Thank
the
you.
wait.
She puts it down.
Has to be the sticky one.
Oh no, that's the
And-
one way up there.
And my character just bows in an annoyed voice and says, "I'm sorry for that."
Wasn't you.
I swear
So
to
is
God.
this the school computer lab or?
This is kind of like the school. This is like kind of like the security room of sorts and such. And she just kind of sighs and she's like, if they want me to do this job, give me less to go through. On the plus side, we know that if someone tries to hack into here, they need to know quite a bit of information, which narrows down our subjects quite well. But on the other hand, it makes me want to go Ospin, rip out his intestines, feed it to him, throw him into an Ursa, pull him into an Ursa's stomach, rip him out through the stomach, push him through the anus, and rip him out through the mouth until he thoroughly knows my anger.
It
You're
sounds
not
like
quite-
you don't really like this, do you?
I don't like it when things mess up on me. Also, you're fairly certain she might have actually done that to someone before, which is not a good and pleasant, I think, feel. Yeah, it's not a good thought. She might have actually done that before. That was a lot of
See,
detail.
What else can I get? Okay, never mind. My computer fries, but everything is downloaded.
Yeah, your entire computer like short circuits, and she once again has one eye move out towards you, which again is one of the scariest things you can possibly imagine.
Ooh, 20.
As she starts
my phone
typing
go off?
once again. Your thing does go off. It slams into her. Her reply.
No,
Her reply is to grab her gun and place it down on the table.
okay.
As she
Rogue.
then
I look at my
turns off
phone
and
I
turns on
see-
her thing again.
Rogue,
I look
can
at
you
my
just put
phone.
your crossbow down, please, for a minute?
Oh yes, I can, yes, but
Please. I don't want her to get. I don't want her to kill us, right?
I know, but that was my phone going off, so. Let me see.
She starts to type
And,
once more and finally starts breaking almost all the way through. She finally got to the deepest part of the thing. And she didn't
Wait,
find
can
it.
can we see if she got mad enough that she breaks the keyboard with how hard
You
she's
see-
typing?
Sin?
Huh?
Can that 20 go towards me getting a text from a hacker? Do I know? Or...
You're welcome to. But she finally gets to the bottom of the thing. And she puts a hand in her head. And just sighs. Really long and really deep. Nothing. They wanted me to find nothing.
Actually, can I see what I can do? Actually, let me see what I can do. The Black Knight virus has done its job.
She's so angry right now.
Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do, actually. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That one's sticky. Let me try to go over to one more. This is the last working one because that one just short circuited.
Yeah, all the other ones are just dead.
Let
She's
me
like,
see what I can do.
Why would she try to do something when she's around?
Well, question, Sin. Did the Black Knight virus do its job?
Pretty much. Besides disabling communications, but Black Queen virus has that down pat, so.
Yeah, my character just says, hey, Elysian scientist, can you come look at this?
My name is Diana. What?
Diana.
She stands
sorry,
up and starts
sorry.
walking over
Take
to
a
you.
look at this.
Oh,
Take a
She
look
walks
at
over
this.
to you and
right?
looks at the monitor. How did you possibly get through the 7 layers of firewalls that has now taken me over 25 minutes to go through?
Well, apparently one of my things that when I was watching you do your work, let's just say my mind runs at a million miles per hour.
I have been
You
working
did, so I
as a
copied.
code breaker, a virus detector, a computer mechanic, a cybernetic enhancer for the last 20 years.
Look, let's just say like I said, my mind runs at a million miles per hour, right? I was seeing what you were doing, and I was kind of copying the way you were doing it. So if I thought I could get an, and apparently I found this. What is this?
She looks at a thing. Ah, that's what they wanted me to find. Thank everything. There is something. There is something. She immediately sits down and starts typing and just starts like destroying the virus. It looks kind of like she's just typing, but by the aura she's giving off and the passion she's looking at, you can kind of imagine it similar to as if she started fighting an Ursa, bashed its face into her kneecap, and then started dragging it across the ground through trees, through walls, and smothering it until it exploded in a black mist. It's not nearly that cool
Okay,
while
no,
looking
like I
over
would
her
do.
shoulder, but it's really cool thinking of it.
This is kind of like what I would do.
Yeah.
There, Diana. Are you happy now?
It's done. Now I have to work my way back out. She then starts like her hands are flying like missiles, okay? Like they are going at like 100 miles an hour as she starts working her way back through the firewalls, fixing the firewalls, and because she thought she'd be generous enough because she actually found something, improving the firewalls as she's working her way out. It is, since you are more or less intelligent in terms of the computers, the most beautiful display of code knowledge that you've ever seen in your life.
My character automatically is looking at the code she's implanting it, and since my character has
You do have
savant,
perfect memory. Yeah.
so my character knows those codes.
As she's practically fixing the entire thing, and then she finally finishes.
You happy now, Diana?
Yes. The only things that could possibly get through those firewalls at this point is if a giant giraffe took its big hanging balls and started beating someone into submission until they slaved over it and cried over it for years and years.
I want to see if I can turn off the computer.
It turns off in front of her.
What?
My work here is
Well,
done.
that
She
was-
stands up. It has signaled that my work here is done. She bows to both of you. Now, if
Even
you
though it
excuse
just
me,
turned off
I have to go
forever.
back to Atlas in order to finish up a project that I am working on. It is top secret, and if you ever tell someone I was here, and if you ever tell them, she wipes off some barbecue sauce, that I got barbecue sauce on me, I will personally wrangle your head over your head, I will choke you with it, and I will make you eat your other foot.
Well,
That's it.
if you don't mind me asking, sorry to pry, what kind of secrets would Atlas be working on? I mean, I'm glad I
At the
could help
moment,
you, but
we are working on something that's not quite a weapon. I know, shocking, right? Atlas, not weapons. Oh my goodness.
well, of course, you know they make
Of
weapons.
course.
Yeah, we're working on a different thing. You know the androids that we have out there, the robots.
The battle bot.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those BattleBots.
They don't have quite the human touch, let's say. What we're doing is we're designing something in order to give them a more human touch. You know, if you go outside and you saw the robot out there that you have to pilot as a human, it's kind of something like that.
So you're
So-
basically turning a robot into an android.
I
You're
like the
turning
way
it-
you think.
You're turning those giant robots to having them, pardon my language, AIs.
I like the way you two think. I might use that. But very similarly to that, to an AI, you're on the right track there. Very, very similar. You two are not quite as stupid as I thought you were when I walked into this room. She wipes off more barbecue
Well, I have
sauce.
seen a few. Well, I have seen a few Atlas BattleBots before, but I don't think it'd be really hard to put AIs inside of a giant mechanical suit.
She raises her eyebrow. Do you really think I would not be able to do it?
I didn't say that.
Fair. You see, it is very difficult. It's why I've spent the last 20 years mastering robotics, AI technology, coding, mechanics, everything and everything that can possibly put into this thing. She taps the computer. I have learned, I have studied, I have investigated, I have looked at every single software that has ever been produced, released, and 90% of the stuff that is out there in the world today is my technology. 90% of the code that was in there is my technology. Every single thing that you guys have seen around here is built off of my knowledge. Well, more or less. I worked off everybody else's, but 90% of it is built off of my knowledge. And further stuff will be once again built off of my knowledge.
Sin, look
So-
at the roll.
What was that, Rogue?
So let me get this straight. You're going a step further than putting an AI in the.
In a way, yes. You might see something in the Vital Festival if you guys are going, but we shall see.
Well,
see, I
we
have a
will
lot
be.
planned.
We will be there. Trust
Wait a
me.
minute. Wait a minute. Isn't next week the week before the Vital Festival, so it's like a week off.
She nods to you. Yes, there's some preparations we have to go for, and then the first star of the Vital Festival is a 4v4 battle, which should be quite
This will
interesting.
be interesting. I've always
For-
wanted to test it. He brings out his shotguns. I want to test these babies and see how good they do against other huntsmen and see how well.
She raises her eyebrow at those. Interesting design.
Yeah, it should be.
Unfortunately,
you
she does
notice
not feel generous enough to improve the design, as she just starts turning and starts walking.
Wait, does she notice her scroll going off?
It does beep, and she pulls out on her phone, looks at it, puts it back, grabs all the darts that are on the table around right there, pulls out all the darts, and throws them behind her head. And all of them get a bullseye. You also notice that one of them she did smack with her gun as it was flying through the air to ensure it got a bullseye.
Can I ask last thing though?
Hmm.
I've been looking for ways to improve these guns. To be honest, any recommendations?
If you want to improve those guns, improve the accuracy of them by changing the sight about 2.4 millimeters upwards. Your one is currently at a downslope, makes it so whenever you shoot somebody, you're going to miss them. If you're aiming at their head, you're going to shoot them in the throat. If you're aiming at their chest frame, you're going to shoot them in the lower abdomen. If you're aiming at their nuts, you're going to miss them or hurt them in the legs. Fix it. If you want to improve the stability of the gun, well, I can't really help you there unless you build a bigger handle. And if you want to really make it into a more effective weapon overall, well, add bigger bullets. She pulls out her gun, which at the moment
Makes
looks like a 9mm before she flicks it out and turns into a bazooka. This baby is all I
Impressive.
need.
Well, thank you, and I'm glad we could help you. We found you at least the virus.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least that's good.
She looks at you too. Yes. She flicks it back. You did.
No, how mad she's gonna be when she gets out of the room is the next question.
Can I roll to see if I can pickpocket real quick?
You do have these things. You're above an 8. What are
See
you
if
trying to
can.
pickpocket exactly, though?
Anything that's useful.
Pick
No,
up
that's
a
fine.
USB.
Oh!
You do manage to pickpocket her as
Really?
she's leaving the room. You attempted to be the gentleman, as you look like one, and kind of ask her out of the room and tap her on the shoulder and whatnot. She's wearing, a lab coat, which is flowing kind of. But as you reach into a pocket, you notice that she does in fact have a flash drive. You're not quite sure what's on it, and you're a little bit worried as what the contents could be, considering this is a master programmer, and this could easily be a virus that will haunt your dreams, considering her very colorful way of talking. You're not quite sure you want to see what's on it, but it could be useful, as long as
That
you're
could
willing
be
to brave the nightmares.
I'll give
Alright.
it to a midnight. See if he can do anything with it.
My character. So is she gone now?
Yes, she just left the building.
My
Probably go talk
character-
to Osmond.
Is my listening device still in there too?
Your listening device is inside of Osmond's room. Roll d20 to see whether or not it's been found out. If it is above a 12, it has been found out.
Okay. Well, wait. Oh no, it was up there in the top.
Yeah. In that case, roll 14. If you get above a 14, it will be found out. If you roll below a 14, it will not.
Oh wait, maybe I should have never placed it in there because
It is Osmond's personal room, so roll above a 14,
Sure.
and it will be lost. If you roll below a 14,
Two. Sweet.
yeah, it's not being found for quite some time.
Thank God.
okay, my character just says to her, "Well, let's just go back to our room."
Okay,
Jesus
well.
Christ.
And
And
Don't worry about
I feel, and I don't say this as much. I feel sorry for the person who has to clean up this mess.
yeah.
It is
did
a
score a
rather
flash
messy
drive
room.
on her.
Yeah, we're just gonna say to Osmond, we're just bye.
Yeah, just
Alright.
just casually walk out and like nothing's going on.
Just ignore
So,
all the
What you guys
broken
get a
keyboards.
gist of inside of the Osmond's room. I'm gonna switch to Azul and Malachi in just a moment. What you get from Osmond and her discussion, Ironwood is also. No, actually, no. this world, yes, Ironwood's there. Ironwood is also there. Sorry, I have to keep track of both worlds. Jesus Christ, that is big. Hold on. Just shrink that down. There we go.
He's almost
Let,
as big
let's
as
just go. I'm just putting my character over here because right now he's on the listening, and right now he's gonna have concept.
Yeah. But okay, so wait, which room did you? Ah, that one. Okay. But yeah, so what you guys get from the gist of their conversation, Ironwood is mostly just asking how you two were, oddly enough. He seems to be more interested in the two of you than whatever she found, which makes her exceedingly irritated as she is a proclaimed scientist of high master quality code breaking, and he's not asking her how she did. This is infuriating, but you also understand why she is the way she is, because she is talking to him like he is a rodent, and he is talking to her like she is also one. It's not a very pleasant conversation. Ozpin is a lot more gentle. Huh?
My character's just listening to this like these two act like brats. Jeez.
You do notice that they are getting a lot of information across. You two were pretty much nice. She did remark on the odd fact that the two of you, you specifically, managed to find the virus, even though she had a difficult time breaking into it. She also explained your weird brain ability. Oddly enough, Rogue never once came up in the conversation. You assume this is because Rogue blends in with everything, but he never once came up in the conversation. Until Ozpin, of course, asked, well, how about Rogue? And she's like, who?
Wow. Yeah, you did.
Oh wow.
Once Ozpin
That is
explained
a
who you
bit
were,
rude.
she's like, oh, he shocked me, like, twice.
by accident.
Anyways,
Oh,
and then she continues on with roasting. Yeah, like, I don't know what it is about you, Rogue, but no one ever looks at you twice. Well, obviously it's because you have the perk, but yeah, she just... Yeah, but she does remark on the fact that that Roasted did find the virus. She found none, which was kind of odd to her, but looking into the other way, she did manage to find it with Roasted's help, which Ozpin found kind of odd. However, considering it's his students, he kind of just figured they did good.
Well, I did tell her my character has perfect memory how she moved.
And so she explained that too. She doesn't like that though, probably because she doesn't have perfect memory. You can hear it in the tone of her voice that she despises the fact that you have something that would make her life 1,000,000 times easier. But, you know. But Ozpin simply goes through the motions, kind of talks about it, and she mentions the fact that she improved all of his security, which he sighs greatly at. She took this as personal offense, turned around and walked out the room.
I want to see if I turn off his computer too.
You did not.
Oh,
Well,
Was there
did he at least say something interesting?
He did not.
Does Ozpin and Ironwood say anything about this?
Ozpin talks to Ironwood for a moment as Ironwood is like, I do not trust that roasted boy. And
Midnight.
yeah, that
roasted.
midnight boy. And Ozpin looks at him and is like, you don't trust anyone, dear friend. He's like, I trust him less than most. He seems to be constantly mixed up in this situation. And Ozpin's like, we do have our fears about him, but he seems to be competent, if anything else. And if he does, in fact, prove to be a spy for Salem, well, as you always can tell, dear friend, it is always good to have someone on the opposite team for you to feed information to, because sometimes it's correct, and sometimes it's not quite. Ironwood looks at him with what you can imagine is the stare of a dead man, as he simply says, wow, that is horrible advice. What are you thinking? Ozpin, what are you thinking? You should never allow a spy in the room. If he is a spy, we need to exterminate him, like a fly who is under the boot of a man.
This guy.
Ozpin just
so
kinda
we got a problem here.
It is fine. I doubt he is a spy, and if he is, well, she will learn everything in one way or another fashion. It's kind of hard to get rid of her. But for now, he seems to be of good quality. We'll keep an eye on him, but I doubt it'll come out too much. his team should prepare for the Vital Festival as well. Not sure how he's going to do with 2 missing members, but we shall see.
Well, Mike, since is the conversation over now?
Pretty much, yeah.
My
you notice
character
that
just
you can hear Ironwood stomping out.
my character just looks at this and, well, boy, looks like they got me under their eyes now.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of figured this would happen. Next week we have the whole week off, so I'm going to be taking a vacation. So it was the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be taking a little vacation here. Right now, I better contact Salem, and also she needs to inform the team Carmine.
Mhm.
Everything right now. This is going to be bloody right now.
Definitely, yeah.
Did they say that there was a member on their team on our team?
What?
Didn't that's what they said? They said they have a spy in our ranks too.
No, they said that the best place for a spy of the other team to be is on your side. Because if a spy is on your side and you find the spy, you can channel information to the spy.
Okay.
Yeah.
My character just looks like this and
Yep.
says,
Just it's all about misinformation and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually
Ironwood hates
surprised
that
Osmond-
thought.
I'm actually
My
surprised Osmond thought about that. That's
Mhm.
my
clever.
character just texts, uses a scroll. Is Malachi still there?
Hey, Mal, you there?
Mal.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh,
My
there.
character says that my character calls you on the scroll and says, "Hey Mal, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
I got a little bit of thing. It appears they discovered one of the viruses, but it didn't.
Mhm.
I'm sending you something interesting. Take a look at this." He sends them the schematics for a giant, like, Metal Gear Rex palette.
Ooh.
Okay.
See if you can get that to the White Fang, possible, and see if they can find the components to build it, if possible.
I want to see how mad they are at me.
Okay, I can try to get
Move
it done.
over to you guys.
And in a minute
Wait.
after this, I guess we'll come done.
You got it.
I'm not sure what that means at the moment.
Which part? Oh, the 18? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
anyways, so we're gonna move back
most
over to you
just-
guys for just a minute, because I do have to go cut chicken in just a second.
Yeah, and then I gotta
Uh,
just say quickly.
yeah, well, you're gonna be basically contacting Salem, filling her in on the information as they're doing this. Kind of like the same thing. Let me take away this drawing real quick. So, yeah, so while you guys were doing a whole thing with, what's her face? Imagine this is the train, by the way. I don't already have a train picture, but just imagine this is the train. And you guys are slowly moving boxes around as, you are not there, but instead... If I could find him. There you are. Torchwick is there, who is infuriated at the moment. From the 27
Now, where's
people.
my lovely Neo?
Yeah, Neo's not currently with him, but yeah, she's on another mission. But as he's looking at all of you guys, he's like, why can't you just do one job? I am telling you, take this box and move it. Just move it. Notice
just gonna
about
pick a box,
four,
man.
yeah, like 4 different White Fang members are just kind of standing there staring at him.
I'm just gonna pick up the box with the 4 members.
He points
thank
to
you.
he points to Zul. See, this is a man who can follow orders. He points to the rest of them. You see who this is? You see who this is? People who can't follow, or it's a box, ladies and gentlemen, a box,
Meanwhile, I'm just holding it one-handed.
I'm just
box. What?
right now just recording. Be like, this is gonna be funny.
You're doing what? Sorry, your mic is slightly cutting
I'm
out.
just recording, yelling. I'm just gonna be like, this will be funny to watch later. Does he notice me recording him and laugh and ticker?
He does notice you and does start laughing at. It turns out if you insult people who are under him, he enjoys seeing that. The White Fang are increasingly irritated at Burnett as he starts
Yay!
weightlifting the box, and the 4 of them start getting seasick. from him lifting.
So,
What was that?
I'm just watching.
You do get a ding on your scroll, which you assume are the plans from Roasted.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to see if I checked them.
All right.
Yes, he does.
So,
You are very invested in this
So
plan.
I pull out again. I'm putting it away. About 5 seconds ago, I put it away. I pull it out again. I'm being be like, oh.
It
Oh,
looks like a
okay.
very fascinating.
Basically,
machine.
what he received was just the plans and also security codes.
So I call Roman over to me. So I'm right. back.
Yes. He puts down his cane and starts leaning on it.
Well, I have some interesting news. Read this. I handed him the scroll with the plans on it. He'd be like,
You notice that his smile goes from "I'm gonna steal a medallion from you" to "I'm gonna steal your entire train car and your pants."
interesting
His
plan.
smile increases like massively. He's like, "Ooh, yes." He looks at
This
group.
is good.
Which one of you wants to die?
I'm just gonna immediately throw the box at someone then.
I whispered to Roman. Tell you what. Yet.
Okay, which one out of the crowd do I hit?
Many.
Shut up, Azul. We need them to trust us.
Do I?
You hit many. What was that, Mo?
I was whispering to Roman. And you know what's not good, maybe let's wait till later because we need them to trust us, right? Okay. I whispered to Roman that and make sure.
He kind of starts scrolling through the thing. You see, it looks like someone's going to die if they wear this. Unless we can fix up some of these problems. He looks at the group. Do any of you... No, you're too stupid. Alright, none of them can really fix this thing, so we're just going to go with the basis that it
I'm
is
just
currently.
gonna walk over to
Wait,
him
hold
then.
on. What?
Oh, yeah, you do have
do I-
technology.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, Roman, get Azul over here. You could probably fix something with it. If you can tinker with it.
You can do electronics, but you're not too good on the mechanics side. You can fix up some of the issues that they have with rerouting power to it, but the
That's what I
possibility
say.
of them being frozen, electrocuted, burned to a crisp, exploded, or anything of that
He can
sort
fix
is
the
very
power-
high.
He can fix with the power supply. I can. I don't have what it is, but does that mean without 17, even though I don't have the perk?
You
without
can
17
kind of fix a little bit of it. For the most part, you can make it so it's less likely for it to happen. But there's still a pretty decent chance of somebody being thrown lots of dust
So-
onto them and then having a lot of that dust effects on them. Which would
Well,
not be
I
pleasant.
guess that means
So I can
Crap, I
fix
can't.
some of the problems, but not all. Most
the
of them
person I'm
will,
on
will still be there, but I can fix some of these problems. Azul can over here fix some of the problems when it comes to power wise, but if we need anything else, I would say we'll need someone to come over and fix the rest of these problems. But altogether, we could still get this by the time we plan are into fruition.
Well,
This
unfortunately, we
person-
don't have any mechanics. What was that, Burnett?
the person right above my head is the one that is unlucky enough to be the test subject.
So I
Mhm.
be like, okay, mechanics. And then I realize Mercury's legs, they're mechanical. How does he? I look at Roman. Does Mercury have any mechanical skills? Because he has mechanical legs, and he always fixes his own legs.
Mercury
might be-
probably does. I know he tends to get them shipped into him, but he tends to fix them a lot. We can see if Mercury can do it. Although Mercury might just make it malfunction just to spite us, but you know.
I was gonna call Mercury right off the bat. Do I call anyone else without one?
You unfortunately don't. You tried to use your phone, and you're fairly certain you just sent Roasted some naughty pictures, which was not what he wanted to see in any way, shape, or form.
I just accidentally made the radio catch on fire again.
I don't have naughty pictures. If you do see a naughty picture,
No,
it
no,
would be
he just
artwork
sent
of
you
me.
naughty pictures. He just sent you dick
Oh,
pics.
sorry. Did not
Oh no.
want me to send
I can
those.
imagine your character just.
My character is beyond pissed. He texted. Oh, actually, question. Can I use that 15?
Too.
Right now, my character's white fang mask pops up in the fucking dick.
I didn't mean to.
I'm
I'm
also
going to
just
kill you.
staring.
I'm going to kill you. Roman, can you hear me? Put me on fucking speakerphone. I've had enough
I
of
put
this
him
shit.
on speaker.
Yeah.
Roman, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm also
The plans that I sent, that I gave to Silverwing, he's able to get. It's basically a prototype weapon. Apparently, it's a new kind of weapon that Atlas had a few problems with, because the problem is with the power source.
It looks like the power source mainly, and then the possible death by mutilation / dust would also be an issue that they can't seem to figure out how. Yeah, but he puts a hand on the White Fang member that Azul pull up. He's done be a new test subject. You may notice this is the same Californius that he was eating burgers from.
My character just says before he goes off, he says, "Oh my gosh!" And also, I also sent this thing a bunch of security codes. Apparently, it's to 2 warehouses and to a few outlet places
Ooh.
that they have,
I
in case they need to lock.
I look over to really quick without the I look over.
Uh-huh.
Is it not the cow funnels that I told not to give the burger to? Oh
They
my
will
god,
be-
these are just- Oh,
he will be lucky if he doesn't die.
I can just imagine this California. It's just like
I look over
just
the
all
comments
fat
and
and
say,
whatnot. It's like,
I look over to him and say,
Yeah.
I pray for your safe return and I pray
Mike-
for your life. I'm so sorry he did.
My character, before my character goes off, because I'm about to also, he says,
Mhm.
"You know what, Azul? Because you did that, I'm taking away your briskets. Have a nice day."
I can
He
get
hanged
more.
up. I look over to his. Is he angry? Are you
I
angry
am-
because he said that?
I have another supplier. Don't worry.
I heard that.
You notice that
Why
Torchwick.
is it angry?
You notice that Torchwick leans over Zul's shoulder, pulls out a magnifying glass, and puts it towards the picture. Hey, we can see it now.
I'm a high five Torchwick just for that.
Oh yeah, baby.
My character, even though my character's not there, he's just face palming how stupid people are.
Oh god.
What picture?
The
The
picture you
dick pic.
accidentally sent
He
Rustin.
just
No,
made
that's
he
funny.
just made a
That's
small dick
funny.
joke.
Okay, question. Let me see.
That's not even me. I sent him a picture. That's
I know he's like, hey, we
Apparently
can see
on
it
the screen. Apparently
I'm
on the
sending
screen.
porn pics, not even my own.
Apparently, you just also saw a picture of me and Neo from the other world hugging each other.
Oh yeah, baby.
No,
That's
you know,
gonna go on my
really quick.
personal file.
Wait, I want to see
That
if I
is-
can get Roman
I
to send.
accidentally, when looking at
Uh-huh.
accidentally deleted it.
Oh. Anyway.
I
That
actually-
one. Because
Huh?
I was
But-
gonna say, do I just look at the accidentally delete?
Yeah. What was that?
Does
Brad?
it come back? It does come back.
Hold on,
Jesus
hold on.
Christ.
My 12 was to send it to Neo.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh God.
You see, Azul reached over and pressed the send button, but unfortunately, at the exact same moment in time, Silver manages to press the delete button on it, but because the Azul pressed it first, it went.
Oh, yeah.
So, does Neo see it?
Neil sees it, and you get no reply back besides a cheeky winking face.
My character
I
just
text.
My character just finally texts and says he's had enough and says, "Okay, fine, fuck it. You know what? I have a crush on Neo. What big deal?"
I text him saying, "Finally, my ship has sailed. Now we just need to get."
See, then she sent 2 winking faces, one with one eye, then one with the other.
Now no one
Very cheeky.
needed the ship.
I hate you. My character texts and says, "I fucking hate you all."
Anyways.
Hey, at least you have someone. Weiss did not return my.
Anyways, y'all, I gotta get going because I gotta do chicken and whatnot. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little bit strange, but hopefully next episode should be pretty interesting. And I think either
Silver has a backup plan.
yeah, it should be. I think 2 episodes from this episode should be the start of the Final Festival and will be the 4v4 play, and then episode after that will be the next crossover episode. So
Well, I
stay
think
tuned.
also,
Before we end this episode,
What was
like
it?
that. Okay. Really quick before we end, I'm just going to really quick use that 19. Be like texting Emerald really quick, flirting, emojis, everything. Send backup plan.
Good job.
There you
What
go.
was that, Rusted?
I think the next episode, my character will go to
We'll see.
next week.
We might do that as like a solo thing, possibly, but it depends a lot on.
I can do that with you anytime.
Yeah, it depends on a lot of stuff. But anyways, Nine Tyler Show was going to be happening next episode, but I do know that in about 2 episodes from this episode, we shall be doing the first file episode.
Crossover.
First Vile episode, actually, not crossover. Crossover will be a 2v2 fight. The first Vile episode will be a 4v4 fight with maybe a new player. We actually have a whole new team that I've lined up, which is going to be pretty interesting. And then, depending on if I can get some OCs from
Wait,
peeps.
is this going to be like boss fights? It's like we have good hero, we have good heroes, we have villains, good, evil, then we have neutral.
Kind of,
That's
but
what-
we do not have a neutral. But no, it's gonna be a new team of NPCs that you guys be
Oh.
fighting. Yeah. So both teams are gonna be fighting NPCs for the first Vile Festival episode, and you guys are going to be fighting in a 4v4 play. And then the next episode after that will be the crossover episode, where you guys will be fighting a 2v2 and seeing how the fallout from the Vile Festival ends, because that will be the definitive separation of the two. The timelines, essentially, the 2 different, the heroes and the villains, because the Vile Festival is where everything kind of separates, and I have no plans on sticking to the story whatsoever. We will be detaching from the story so hard, and I expect you people to throw storylines at me for fun. I might do them, I might not.
Sid, you also got to remember, next episode, first thing we're going to do, how is Emerald going to react?
We will see. But anyways.
I think we should all head out here for now.
Yeah, I got chicken to do 20 minutes ago. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this, guys and gals. If you guys like this stuff, go check out the annotations that will appear in just a moment. And go check out the heroes side. We're doing this in tandem with the heroes. So hopefully all the videos that you see here will also have a hero output. So hopefully you guys enjoy that stuff. And if you guys do, please hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons. They do actually really help us out.
And pray for that member.
I can't wait to see you guys watch a drunk versus a Tiffany.
Drunk versus drunk, yo. But anyways, so we'll see you guys on the next
Bon
episode.
voyage, everybody.
Auf
See you guys next
Wiedersehen.
time. Bye.
Hey guys.